Someone asked in the comments, why does God talk to you? I am an avatar of God, the Arcturians, Muhammad and Aisha, Krishna and Radha, and Matthew and Joan of Arc.
Support the making of a movie about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha.
I stopped talking about this for a while because I haven't talked about this in a while because frankly I got sick and tired of talking about it. But apparently people have not stopped throwing black magic at me. People have not gotten sick and tired of throwing black magic at me. I've been under spiritual attack through black magic since 2019 by many people, by my Muslim family members, my Muslim siblings, to complete strangers, spiritually attacking me through black magic, voodoo, and Santeria, brujeria, tantric, magic, Aghori magic, from the Indians, Hindus, as well as Muslims, Christians, church people, and multiple people, multiple parties simultaneously at the same time. And one after another, it's like it's never ending for me. And here I am in 2024. This is the 6th year going, and I'm still under spiritual attack through black magic. Day and night. It's every single day, every single night. And of course, not just black magic, but all kinds of dark entities, dark spirits, and major devils sent at me too. I am here and we are here to unite different religions and human beings, which means I am doing good and I am of God. But whoever is dividing, separating, hating, and even killing and murdering over religion and God and the prophets and Prophet Muhammad especially, you are doing evil and you are of the devil. Demonic people or demonic behavior. And in some cases it could be both, because it depends on what kind of spirit they are carrying. I was just thinking, the more these kind of people keep spiritually attacking me every day, every night, non-stop, for years now, this is what they will keep bringing out of me. The truth about them. Because I'll just expose you and your demonic behavior and your demonic spirit that you're carrying. So today I feel like talking about demonic behavior in believers or so-called believers and non-believers, but non-believers, for example, atheists, but mainly in believers, mainly in people who consider themselves godly or so-called godly people. But when it comes to their actions and behavior and or their karma or karma in Hinduism and Buddhism, this is the kind of behavior and these are the kind of actions or karma or karma these people exhibit all the time. And unfortunately, they cannot see it within themselves. They cannot see their own behavior, demonic behavior, and they cannot see their own negative actions because they have no self-reflection. They have no self-awareness. They have no self-control. But should that be an excuse for their demonic behavior and actions and karma or karma, especially towards innocent people like me? All these so-called believers and godly people who keep spiritually attacking me continuously day and night for years through sorcery, black magic, and using devils and demonic spirits against me. And they're not even realizing who they are attacking and who they are trying to kill. Even though I keep telling them who I am, the reincarnation of, and who is with me in spirit, and who I am hosting in terms of whose soul and spirit, which is Ruh for Muslims and Atma for Hindus, even when I keep telling them who I am the reincarnation of for Christians, Muslims, Hindus, and also whose soul and spirit and Ruh and Atma I'm hosting at this time inside this body along with my own soul and spirit. Even when I keep telling people, they're still not getting it. They're still not believing it. Why? Because they're only seeing the surface and they're only seeing a woman from a certain background. So I guess racism comes into it, religious background comes into it, gender comes into it, all the common prejudices that people carry within themselves towards others, and especially towards women, especially men being prejudicial and misogynistic against women. And even when I keep telling them, Jews, Christians, Muslims, Hindus, who I am and whose soul and spirit I'm hosting within this body along with my own soul and spirit at this time, they're still not getting it. They're still not believing it. But isn't that what always happens? This is like history repeating itself. Because I can just give the example of Prophet Muhammad. Because Prophet Muhammad talks to me and he told me recently that, well, I was denied too by people, by my own people. And so, Prophet Muhammad was denied too by people. And now it's my turn. And now people are denying me. As I said, history repeating itself. People not believing me when I tell them who I am and whose soul and spirit I am hosting within my body along with my own soul and spirit at this time.
People are not getting it. People are not believing it because this is, well, first of all, this is spiritually too advanced for most people, because most people are spiritually backward and are spiritually asleep. So they're not getting it. Even when I keep telling them, even when I keep repeating myself, people are still not getting it. People are still not believing me when I tell them who I am and whose soul and spirit I am hosting within my body along with my own soul and spirit. But they're still denying us, and they're still spiritually attacking us. If Jews and Christians are spiritually attacking me, then they are spiritually attacking Matthew and Joan of Arc. If Hindus are attacking me, then they are spiritually attacking Krishna and Radha. If Muslims are attacking me, then they are spiritually attacking Prophet Muhammad and Hazrat Aisha, Prophet Muhammad's wife, spiritually attacking their own prophet and their prophet's wife. This is what is going on here that nobody seems to be getting it. But nobody seems to be getting it. Even when I sit here and keep repeating myself and keep telling people who I am and what's going on here, they're still not getting it. They're still not believing it. They're still denying it, dismissing it. It's like they're in that stage of denial. So for the Muslims, Prophet Muhammad was denied by his own people, in his own town, in his own hometown. And, he then even had to leave and migrate. He then even had to leave his hometown because of that. And now the same history is repeating with me. Now I am being denied. Now I am being not believed. When it comes to Muslims, they're having a hard time with this because they've been programmed with the lie that Prophet Muhammad was the last prophet. But they don't even want to pause and think, but what does that mean? Does that mean that even if Prophet Muhammad himself wanted to reincarnate and come back, that even Prophet Muhammad himself could not reincarnate and come back? Is that what it means? Think about it. Use your God-given brains for a change. Try and think for yourselves for a change instead of being religiously programmed robots and acting like such and behaving like such. Because this is what the unfortunate state of affairs is when it comes to the Muslims and the Muslim world. Their own prophet, Prophet Muhammad, can come back, can reincarnate and come back. And they will deny him. They will deny their own prophet. Such a sad state of affairs. Why? Only on the basis of a lie. On the basis of a lie that they've been programmed with, that they've been religiously programmed with. And no one even dares ask the question, where did that lie even come from? They just get religiously programmed with the lies. And they just take the lies as truth. Just blindly believing in all the lies told even about their own prophet, Prophet Muhammad. And I will include Aisha, Hazrat Aisha as well. And that's why we're back here. If Prophet Muhammad, if I am hosting Prophet Muhammad's soul and spirit within this body along with my own soul, then what does that mean? That Prophet Muhammad is already back in this body at this time for now until he can reincarnate into another body, into a man's body. But for now, he's here in this body. And of course, this is the same soul as Krishna for Hindus and the same soul and spirit as Matthew for Christians and Jews. And people are not getting this either. And when it comes to my soul and spirit, I am Hazrat Aisha, Prophet Muhammad's wife, for Muslims. I am Radha for Hindus. I am Joan of Arc for Christians. It's the same soul reincarnating in different lifetimes, in different religious backgrounds, in different races. But you people are so stuck in your own little religious box, or in your own little religious boxes, that you cannot see the bigger picture, that you are not even getting this. That it could be the same soul, same spirit, same ruh, same atma. You're not even getting this. You only see a woman sitting here. But you are not seeing the soul, the spirit that I am carrying in this body, within this body. And that's your problem. You are all into religion, but you have no idea what's going on at the soul, spirit level. Now let's take a couple of real life examples when it comes to demonic behavior in believers and godly people. And these real life incidents, this is about Muslims. And now, some people are gonna think, or Muslims are gonna think, oh, why am I singling out Muslims? Because I'm not finding, it's like, who in Jews and Christians behaving like this? Like, I'm not finding this behavior in the news all over the world exhibited by Jews or Christians, and to some extent even Hindus. But the second example I'm going to share, that's actually about Muslims and Hindus. But why Muslims? Because Muslims seem to be the worst when it comes to this kind of stuff, when it comes to this kind of demonic behavior, out of control, extreme demonic behavior. Now I'm looking up Charlie Hebdo shooting on Google here, because that's one example that I was remembering. Google says on 7th of January 2015, in Paris, France, the employees of the French satirical weekly magazine Charlie Hebdo were targeted in a shooting attack by two French-born Algerian Muslim brothers. So, people who know about this, they would know what happened. And, all hell broke loose as usual. It's also saying the brothers' attack was followed by several related Islamist terrorist attacks across France between 7th and 9th of January 2015. Charlie Hebdo attack, 3 days of terror. France is emerging from its worst security crisis in decades after 3 days of attacks by Muslims. Now, I'm not saying all Muslims, but I'm saying these kind of Muslims. Charlie Hebdo shooting, terrorist attacks that shook France in January 2015. So, this was about some cartoons, or a cartoon image of Prophet Muhammad. And now I'm reading here on Google that this news is from September 2020, that French satirical magazine Charlie Hebdo has republished cartoons of the Prophet Muhammad that made them the target of a deadly terrorist attack. Right. So what was all that fuss for in the end? By the Muslims and the terrorists, Muslim terrorists. And actually, now I'm looking at this news article from AlJazeera.com. Charlie Hebdo reprints offensive Prophet Muhammad cartoons. The decision to republish the cartoons will be seen by some as a defiant gesture in defense of free expression. Yeah, there is, something called free expression. But what would Muslims know about that, right? Or at least, now I'm not throwing all Muslims in, but these kind of Muslims. These kind of Muslims who cannot even tolerate free expression. And of course, that's another reason I'm under spiritual attack all the time, too. Because of the work I'm doing here on my channel and, and how I talk about things freely or freely enough, as freely as I humanly possibly can. But no, people want to shut me up too. Even from a distance. By throwing black magic at me and death magic at me to kill me. And by sending devils and demonic spirits at me. And using devils and demonic spirits against me too. For that purpose. And these are so-called believers. These are so-called godly people. And this is their behavior. And these are the actions they're taking every day, every night. These are the actions and the behavior they are choosing every day, every night towards me. And these people think they're believers. And these people think they are godly people. With this kind of behavior and with these kind of actions. Right, now I'm looking up at the description of what these cartoons were about. And I guess, we are all adults here on my channel. My channel is not for kids. So I'm gonna actually, this is it. Free expression. So I'm gonna read this out. 2012 cartoons, this is on Google. 2012 cartoons depicting Muhammad or Prophet Muhammad. In September 2012, the newspaper published a series of satirical cartoons of Muhammad. One cartoon depicted Muhammad as a nude man on all fours with a star covering his anus. Okay. Right. Yeah, I can see why Muslims would be offended and even enraged. But really? You're gonna go and kill and murder over it? Is this the behavior your Prophet Muhammad would have exhibited? Is this what Prophet Muhammad would have done? Do you even pause for a minute, for a second, and think, hang on, is this what Prophet Muhammad would have done? Is this how Prophet Muhammad would have behaved? You don't, do you? And why did these cartoons and these kind of thing happen when it comes to Prophet Muhammad in the first place? Because his reputation has been tarnished all throughout history to this day. And now it's his own people called Muslims who are doing it to him too. By behaving in such extreme ways in his name and for him. But not realizing that you're only tarnishing your prophet's reputation even more in the eyes of the world by behaving in this way and by killing and murdering over it and over him. Because what would the world at large would think about your prophet then? When they see your behavior, when they see you behaving in this way, then they'll be like, yeah, okay, well, I guess Prophet Muhammad was like that. I guess their prophet was like that. So, of course, they're going to behave in the same way. They're going to be killers and murderers too. Because their prophet was like that. And that's another thing. There are things written in history about Prophet Muhammad that are not even true. That have been fabricated there by charlatans on purpose to ruin Prophet Muhammad's reputation and to character assassinate him and to assassinate his character. And that's why non-Muslims and the Western world, they're doing these kind of things. Okay, these cartoons are just one example. But that's the thing. Why are these things happening in the first place? Because of Prophet Muhammad's reputation. Because history has tarnished his reputation, and now Muslims themselves are tarnishing his reputation by behaving in such extreme manner, even going to the extreme of killing and murdering over him name, for him, thinking that they are doing it in his name, thinking that they are doing it for him. But they are only doing more harm. And they are only bringing more harm to Prophet Muhammad's reputation by behaving in this way and by engaging in such extreme behavior. And by killing and murdering even, going to that extreme of killing and murdering even. You're not doing your Prophet any favors at all by behaving in such extreme ways and by going to the extreme of killing and murdering even. You are character assassinating your Prophet too then. You are ruining the reputation of your Prophet too then. Because this is not how Prophet Muhammad would have behaved if he was here and this happened. This is not how Prophet Muhammad would have behaved if he was here and he saw these cartoons. This is not what Prophet Muhammad would have done if he was here and he saw these cartoons of him. How do you think Prophet Muhammad would have behaved? How do you think, what do you think Prophet Muhammad would have done? Yeah, exactly. You don't think. You don't want to think. You just want to behave like religiously programmed robots and killers and murderers. That's demonic behavior. That's the demonic behavior that I'm talking about. You become demons on the loose. You become like demons on the loose. Now let's move on to the next real life incident that happened in 2022 in India with Nupur Sharma, who called Prophet Muhammad a pedophile. And now that's another thing that, the world at large and non-Muslims keep banging on about. They think Prophet Muhammad was and is a pedophile. So they have no respect for Prophet Muhammad because of that either. Like, this is what has been done to Prophet Muhammad's reputation and his character. This is just plain character assassination to the extremes. And when I'm sitting here asking for support for a movie on Prophet Muhammad and Aisha so we can resolve this issue of was Prophet Muhammad a pedophile or not, then no one is supporting me. Instead, they're attacking me. They want to shut me down. They want to shut me up. They want to kill me. Because what? You don't want the truth to come out about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha? You don't want your prophet's name to be cleared? And basically what? You don't even want to know the truth about it yourselves? You're not interested in the truth about what really happened with Prophet Muhammad and Aisha? And it's your Prophet Muhammad and Hazrat Aisha who want this movie made. So this issue could be laid to rest. This issue of Prophet Muhammad being a pedophile could be laid to rest. But no, you Muslims will not support the making of this movie either. Why? Because of some fabricated hadiths that have not even come from Prophet Muhammad? Like, that's the thing. Who is the problem here? Is the problem Prophet Muhammad, or is the problem you Muslims? And I'm not saying all Muslims, I'm talking about these kind of Muslims. You are the problem, not Prophet Muhammad. Because what? Now you won't even, let your Prophet have a movie on him and Aisha so he can tell you the truth about what went on between him and Aisha? Because that's how he wants to do it. He wants a movie. Prophet Muhammad wants a movie. Hazrat Aisha wants a movie that everyone all over the world, Muslims and non-Muslims alike, and the Western world can watch. So Prophet Muhammad can be absolved. So Prophet Muhammad can clear his name. So Prophet Muhammad can set the record straight. And Hazrat Aisha as well. Prophet Muhammad and Hazrat Aisha, they want to clear their names and they want to set the record straight. They want to bring out the truth about this. In a movie, through a movie that everyone could watch all over the world. But no, you will not support that either because of some stupid, fabricated hadiths that have not even come from Prophet Muhammad, that have not even come from Hazrat Aisha. You rather believe these stupid, fabricated hadiths than your own Prophet and Hazrat Aisha, who are sitting here trying to bring out the truth, who want to tell you the truth, who want to tell the truth to the whole world. But no, you will not support it. You will not support the making of the movie either. So then who's the problem? Is the problem Prophet Muhammad and Aisha, or is the problem you Muslims? Muslims like you. Not all Muslims, but Muslims like you, who are resisting and in opposition of what I'm trying to do here. For your Prophet, for Prophet Muhammad and Hazrat Aisha. But no, you want to get in the way of that too. You want to block that too. You want to stop that too. You want to stop the truth about your own Prophet and Hazrat Aisha from coming out. Why? Why do you not want to know the truth? Why are you not interested in the truth about Prophet Muhammad and Aisha? And if Prophet Muhammad and Aisha want a movie, then that's what they're gonna get, whether you like it or not, whether you approve of it or not. Because look at what Muslims like that, again, we're coming back to the demonic behavior, going to the extremes of killing and murdering and doing it in Prophet Muhammad's name. Because we're doing it for our Prophet. Oh God. No, you're not. You're doing it for yourselves. This is your behavior. This is your demonic behavior. This is not how Prophet Muhammad would behave under these kind of circumstances. This is not what Prophet Muhammad would do under these kind of circumstances. This is your behavior. This is your demonic behavior of you becoming demons on the loose and killing and murdering people over it too. But doing it in his name, justifying it in his name. We're doing it for Prophet Muhammad. We're doing it to keep his honor. When did Prophet Muhammad ask you to do it? And if he was here right now, which he is, but you Muslims are not getting it, he would not be behaving in this way. He would not be doing this. He would not be exhibiting this kind of demonic behavior. He would not be killing and murdering innocent people over it. And that's what you're not getting, because it's your behavior. It's your demonic behavior. It's got nothing to do with Prophet Muhammad. So stop justifying your demonic behavior in his name. You are not doing this for him. You are doing it for yourselves. Because the problem lies with you. But you don't even want to see that because you have no self-reflection. You have no self-control. You have no self-awareness. And you don't even want to do that. So what happened with Nupur Sharma? What did Muslims like this did in India in 2022 when this Nupur Sharma happened? Incident happened. All hell broke loose again, not just in India, but also diplomatically around the world in, other Muslim countries as well. And of course, there was some, was that a tailor, a Hindu tailor? Kanaiya was his name, which is actually another name for Krishna, which is the same soul as Muhammad and Matthew. And some Muslims beheaded him. If that is not demonic behavior, then tell me what is. Do you think your Prophet Muhammad would have beheaded an innocent person, an innocent human being like that? No. So then why did you? And why did you do it in his name? Why would you justify killing and murdering in his name? When if it was him, he would not do this kind of thing. It's you who do this. It's you who exhibit this kind of behavior of being killers and murderers. This is not the kind of reason where you go to the extreme of killing and murdering other human beings. It doesn't matter whether they're Muslims or not. They are human beings like you. No matter what religious background they come from, we all have the same God. That's another thing you religious people are not getting. We all have the same God. So why have you created all these different religions and created all this divide and separation and hatred and killing and murdering over religion too? This is not what Prophet Muhammad would have done. This is what you are doing. The fault lies with you, not Prophet Muhammad. Stop doing these things in his name and stop justifying your demonic behavior in his name or for his honor. Just stop now. Because he's back to get you in check. For now, in this body. But when he will reincarnate into another body, into a man's body, then he will make sure that he has all of you in check, especially the Muslim world. And you better leave Nupur Sharma alone. Leave her alone. This message is coming from your Prophet, Prophet Muhammad, and me, Hazrat Aisha, for Muslims. Leave her alone. Or you will all go to hell. Actually, you're already stuck in hell and then stuck here on planet Earth. And with this kind of behavior, once you die in this lifetime, you are going back to hell. You are not going to go to heaven and get 72 virgins. That's another lie coming from the devil and his false prophets and coming from lustful, devilish men. No, you are going straight back to hell where you are stuck already. You're just having this lifetime on earth in between to see if you will behave differently. But if you won't, once you die in this lifetime, you're going straight back to hell. And that's another reason why we're back here and why I'm doing this work here on my channel, to save your souls so you don't end up back in hell. But no, you rather keep doing it. And you rather keep denying us because you want to go back to hell, right? Okay then, your choice. I'm going to leave this one here. Over and out.